Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. How are you, everyone? Today we'll discuss some important points in this worksheet, which is very helpful for the final exam. If you like the video, or before you start, please click on the video button and subscribe my channel for more videos. Here we start. Question number 1. Which step should be taken to find the quotient of 72.3 divided 100? If you divide by 100, you move the point to the left 2 steps. If you divide by 10, you move the point to the left 1 step. So in dividing, you move the point to the left. So move the point to the left. So this or this. But here we write one place, but here we write 2 places. Because divide by 100, it depends on the number of zeros. So we move it to the left 2 places. So the answer is B. Question number 2. Question number 2. Martha is making 2 different recipes for nut bread. One recipe calls for 1/8 cup of nuts. The other recipe calls for 3/4 cup of nuts. How many cups of nuts will Martha need in all? Look at this word, in all. In all means you need to add because there are 2 recipes. How I add these 2 fractions? 1/8 plus 3/4. To add or subtract fractions, we need to have the same denominator. Here the denominator is 8. Here the denominator is 4. So I need to make them the same denominator. So if you multiply this fraction by 2, up and down, here by 2, here by 2, you will have this fraction will change to equivalent fraction, which is 3 times 2 equals 6. 4 multiplied 2 equals 8. So now this fraction 3/4 becomes 6/8. Now we can add them because they have the same denominator. In addition and subtraction, remember, we need to have the same denominator. So now we add normally. 6 plus 1 equals 7. And we keep the same denominator. We don't add denominators. We keep it. 7/8. So the answer is choice A. Question number 3. A recipe calls for 7 pounds of flour to make 10 loaves of bread. How much flour is needed to make 1 loaf? So he write here 7 divide 10. As you know, division, we can write it as fraction 7/10. We directly write it 7/10. We can write division as fraction directly. 7/10. The answer is 7/10. And he said to me 7 divide 10. What is 3 1/4 plus 4 1/3? How we add mixed numbers? To add mixed numbers, we need to add the fraction first, then we add the whole numbers. So I start by the fraction 1/4 plus 1/3. I ignore the whole numbers in the beginning. 1/4 plus 1/3. So we need to add these fractions, but they have different denominators. The LCD, least common denominator, is 12 because these two numbers, they meet at 12. So to make 4/12, we multiply by 3. Remember, up and down. And we multiply this fraction by 4 to make the denominator 12 by 4, up and down. Here, 1 times 3, 3. 3 times 4, 12. Now the other fraction. 1 times 4, 4. 3 times 4, 12. So now we have fractions of the same denominator, so we keep the denominator, which is 12, and we add the numerators. 3 plus 4 equals 7. Can we simplify it? No, because we cannot divide 7 and 12 on the same number. Now we add the whole part. 4 plus 3 equals 7. So the answer is 7 over 12. The answer is C. Next question number 5. A bath is 571.9 feet long. Karim wants to walk the length of the bath, taking 100 equal steps. How long should each step be? Divide 288.3 by 100. As we see, when we divide by 100, we move the point to the left twice. So the point becomes between 2 and 8. So the answer here, there's a mistake, I think. It should be 571.9 divide 100, not this number. We move the point to the left twice. So the point becomes between 5 and 7. Here, the answer is C. Here, Arham want to know if dividing by a decimal will give a greater value or smaller one. Solve 6 divided by 0.6 to explain this concept to him. So 6 divide by 0.6. The divisor is a decimal, so we cannot divide before we multiply it and make it a whole number by multiplying it by a multiple of 10. So if multiply 0.6 by multiple of 10, it becomes 6. But we need to multiply the dividend by the same number by 10, it becomes 60. So 60 divided 6 equals 10. So when you divide by decimal number, the number will be longer. So the answer is 10. What is 4 13 over 18 minus 2 1 over 2? Subtracting mixed numbers the same as adding. We start by the fraction part. The fraction 13 over 18 minus 1 over 2. So we cannot subtract before we make the same denominator. If you multiply 2 by 9 up and down, it becomes 1 times 9 9, 2 times 9 equals 18. Now the second fraction becomes 9 over 18. The first fraction is 13 over 18. So we keep the same denominator. 13 minus 9 equals 4. 4 over 18. So we can simplify it by dividing by 2. Both numerator and denominator by 2. And divide 18 by 2. Equals 2 over 9. We cannot simplify more. Now the whole part 4 minus 2 equals 2. So the answer should be 2 over 9. Bassam has to recite 50 pages of the Quran every day to prepare for the competition. If he recited 2 over 5 of this portion today, how many pages did he recite? Find 2 over 5 of 15 because they are 15 pages. So we multiply a whole number by fraction. Always remember, multiply by fractions, numerator is multiplied and denominator multiplied. But the second number is a whole number. So we give it 1 as a whole as a denominator because it's whole number. Always remember, when you multiply fractions, we give 1 to the whole part or whole number. Now we multiply 2 multiply 15 equals 30. 1 times 5 equals 5. 30 divide 5 equals 6. Because 30 over 5, it means 30 divide 5, as we mentioned, equals 6. So the answer is 6 pages. Question number 9, multiplying fractions. No need to have the same denominator. Remember this. When multiplying fractions, no need to have the same denominators. We multiply up by up or numerator by numerator. 5 times 6 equals 30. And down by down, which is denominator by denominator. 7 times 6 equals 42. Because they are both even numbers, we can simplify by 2. 13 becomes 15. 30 becomes 15 because 30 divide 2. 42 divide 2 equals 21. We keep simplifying. We divide by 3. 15 divide 3 equals 5. 21 divide 3 equals 7. So the answer is 5 over 7. Or from the beginning, if you have the same number in any numerator and the same number in any denominator, we can simplify it together. We can simplify 6 by 6. So it becomes 5 up and only 7 down. So 5 over 7. While warming up for a track meet, Roslyn jogged for 17 over 20 of a mile. Maureen jogged 3 over 4 of a mile. How much further did Roslyn jog? How much further means subtraction. Means what? Subtraction. So I have subtract to know how much further, because I want to know the difference between them. So 17 over 20 minus 3 over 5. When you subtract fractions, you need to have the same denominator. The first denominator is 20. The second is 5, so I multiply it by 4. Up and down, remember, up and down. So this one, 3 times 4 equals 12. 5 times 4 equals 20. Now we have the same denominator, we can subtract. When we subtract, we keep the denominator. So the denominator is 20, 20, we keep 20. 17 minus 12 equals 5. So the answer is 1 over 5 over 20. But look at the choices, there is no 5 over 20. So we need to simplify. How we simplify 5 and 20? They both accept to divide by 5. 5 divide 5, 1. 20 divide 5 equals 4. So in simplifying, you probably try to divide by 3 or 2 or 5. So the answer is A. Part 2. True or false? If 28 divided 0.5 equals 56, what is 280 divided by 5? Is it equal to 56? Here, look, 28 becomes 280. So I multiply by 10. And this 0.5, it becomes 5. So I multiply by 10. So the answer should be the same. Because when you divide by decimal number, we cannot. So we need to move the point to the right one step or multiply it by 10. If you multiply 0.5 by 10, it becomes 5. If you multiply 28 by 10, it becomes 280. So true. The quotient of 68.45 by 100 equals 0.6845. If you divide by 100, we repeat this. We move the point to the left twice. So here 1, 2. The point becomes here after 6. So the answer is correct. It's 0.6845. 7 divided by 1 over 4 equals 28. Dividing by fraction. This is very important. Dividing by fraction is multiplying its reciprocal. Or we can use the way keep. So I keep 7 as 7 or 7 over 1. Change division to multiplication. And flip for 1 over 4 by 4 over 1. So again, when we divide by a fraction, multiply its flip or its reciprocal. So I keep the 7, but to make it easier, I put 7 over 1. And I change division to multiplication, and I flip 1 over 4, making it 4 over 1. 7 times 4, 28. 1 times 1, 1. 28 divided 1 equals 28. So the answer is correct. Is this correct? Sum 4 over 5 plus 1 over 9 equals 5 over 14. Of course, it's wrong because we add without making them the same denominator. We add 5 plus 4, 14. 4 plus 1 equals 5. 5 plus 9 equals 14. So it's wrong. We need to have them the same denominator. Then we add. Part 3, fill in the blank space with correct answer. How many decimal places would be in the quotient of 81.5 divided 2.5? Now here we have to be very careful about this. So the best way in this question we divide. First, divide by decimal is not allowed, so we move the point to the right. This becomes 25, one step, and we move this one step. It becomes 815 divided 25. So the decimal here is not allowed. So I move the point to the right one step, and I move the point to the right one step in the dividend. So 815 divided 25. Let me divide or make long division. 815 divide 2.5 or 25, I'm sorry. 81 divided 25 equals 3. 3 multiplied 25 equals 75. I subtract 81 minus 75 equals 6. I bring the 5 down. 65 divided 25 equals 2. 2 times 25 equals 50. Here subtract equals 15. What I do now, I add 0 to the remainder, and I put point up. 150 divided 25 equals 6. So the quotient has one decimal place. 7 friends share 4 chocolates cake evenly. How much does each friend get? Over the thing that I share, divide how many friends. I share 4 chocolates, so 4 always the numerator. By 7 friends, 4 over 7. Directly, the thing that you share is the numerator. Or you can understand it like this. 7 friends, they share 4 chocolates. So we cut each chocolate to 7 parts. Then each friend can take 1 part. Because we have 4 chocolates, so everyone will take 4 out of 7. Because from each chocolate, he will take 1 over 7. Or directly, we can put it like this, 4 over 7, because we share 4 7 friends. How many eighths are in 9? Find 9 divided 1 over 8, as I told you. Divide by fractions, multiplying is reciprocal. Keep, change, flip. I keep 9 as 9 over 1. Change division to multiplication. And flip 8 over 1. It was 1 over 8. 9 times 8, 72. 72 over 1, 72. If Yaqub bought 24 eggs for $3.12, what's the price of each egg? So, you need to know the price. How many eggs did he bought? 24 eggs. How much money? 3.12. But I want the price of each egg. So 3.25, 3.12 divide 24. Now I divide decimal by a whole number. So the first step, I put the point up. Now I divide 3 divided 24. We cannot put 0. Now the point become up, so I ignore it. 31 divided 24, 1. 1 multiplied 24, 24. Now I subtract. Mentally, 31 minus 24 equals 7. I bring the 2 down. 72 divided 24 equals 3. 3 multiplied 24 equals 72. So I subtract 0. So the answer is 0.13. 0.13. Now what is 173 divided 24 divide what equal 0.17324? As you can see, the point has moved between 3 and 2. It becomes after 7. So how many steps it moves? It moves 1, 2, 3. It was here. It was between 3 and 2. It becomes here. So it moves to the left 3 steps. So when we move 3 steps, it means we divide by 1,000. No match. What is 49 divided 0.7? As you can see, we can't divide by 7. So we move the point to the right 1 step and we add here 1 0. Because you multiply both sides by 10 or both dividend and divided by 10. This becomes 7. This becomes 490. So 49 divided 7 equals 7. And we bring the 0. So the answer is 70. So the answer is 70. And the expression 1 over 5 plus 3 over 8, the common denominator, where they meet, where the denominators meet, where the first time they meet. 8 and 5, what is the first, the lowest common denominator? Lowest common multiple of 5 and 8, it's 40, of course. They meet the first time in 40. What is 5 over 7 multiply 14 over 5? If you have the same number in the numerators and the same number in the denominator, this case only in the multiplication, I can simplify it together. So I erase, I'll cancel 1 5 up, 1 5 down. So 14 over 7, which means 14 divide 7 equals 2. So here I put 2. So this is the answer. What is 3 1 over 2 multiply 1 over 7? Here we multiply mixed numbers. The best way to multiply mixed numbers, we change them to improper fractions. How I change a mixed number to improper fraction? Like this. Look. First I keep the denominator 2. I keep the denominator here 7. Now I multiply 2 times 3 6 plus 1 7. 7 times 1 7 plus 1 8. Again, we are multiplying fractions, so the same number, we have it up and down, we can cancel it. Now 8 over 8 over 2 equals 4. So the answer is B for this. Now, what is 16 multiply 5 over 8? Because 16 has no denominator, I put over 1. Now I multiply 5 times 16 equals 80. 1 times 8, 8. 80 divided 8 equals 10. So the answer is 10. Now, that's the end of the worksheet, but here we have short answer questions. Let's discuss it fast. Okay. Here, Ali is an aspiring artist and loves creating beautiful paintings. He recently bought 40 tubes of paint for his art project. However, Ali realizes that 3 over 5 of the tubes are empty. How many tubes of paint does Ali need to replace? So he needs to multiply 3 over 5 by 40 to know how many are empty. Now, same, all is the same. Multiply numerators and multiply denominators because this multiplying fractions. 3 times 4, 40 equals 120. 5 times 1, 5. So 120 divide 5 you have to do long division, you will find the answer is 24. That's everything for today worksheet. If you like it, don't forget to press like and write in the comments any notes. Thank you very much.